Aloha, Devina here. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I have started this channel to be of service to anyone looking for advice. What I do is I read the cards that tell me a story. And I'm gonna show you every card that I got because for me, I see things visually and I wanna see the pictures on the cards. I wanna know how the person came to their conclusion when they're reading cards based on what they're seeing. And two, I also think the cards will speak to you individually and tell you a story, something maybe even I didn't know about, to the subconscious with the symbols and the images. So that's how I do the reading. So I hope that you'll stay with me the whole time. At the end, I'll sum it up. And we're gonna find some advice on what to focus on now and what you have to do, challenges to get to the highest outcome for all. So today, this is for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I am a Leo, so I decided to get dressed up for you guys. I know how important, that is sometimes when you want to show off. So I decided to change and put on a pretty necklace just for you. Anyways, they say Leos are always about attention. I don't know about that, but I do know that we like admire jewelry and pretty hair and nice things. So that was what I meant by that. So, and I'm gonna mention this now before we even get started, that it may not be the reader for you. There are times when I trigger people, I will say things and people misunderstand me. So I feel like I need to make a correction in this video. I don't know what other video I mentioned this in, but I had mentioned that I don't work with angels. Well, what I meant is I'm not one of these people who are sitting here channeling angels in my reading. I think that's great for people who do that, and that's their thing. I do believe in angels. I believe in calling in angels. I just don't want to identify myself with like aliens and all of that, just because it's not something that I'm drawn to. So I feel like if you're drawn to my channel, you're just drawn to how I present the information, and possibly, we're in the same vibration. All right, so today, I'll stop talking, and we're gonna start with the cards that came out for you. The person watching the video, you can switch it however it applies, but today you are in judgment. This means you are willing to look at something about yourself. How did you do? Did you get through the test? This is a council of animals, and what they stand for is wisdom. They stand for a different perspective. Each animal has a different perspective on the situation and the truth of the matter, and there's no deceiving them. Yeah, so you're in that energy along with the Emperor. And earlier, this card, I looked at this card when it came out, and I did not notice. I did not notice the background. It reminds me of a picture. It reminds me of where I live in New Mexico. It reminds me of Sedona. Actually, really New Mexico, because look at the white, the tan. It's all colors. So perhaps that's significant for someone in the Emperor energy, is they're living in the Southwest or a place where they have cliffs and mountains that look like that. Some places in Europe have that as well. And the next energy that you're in as of today, the day you find this video, was King of Swords, power, raw power. And there's somebody in the background watching. So I don't think you have much privacy. There's other people around you. The person that you're inquiring about, the first card out for them was the Two of Coins. So the person you're thinking about, looking for love, is in this energy of balancing so they don't fall off the bridge and get eaten by the troll. So they're in an important place. This is very important that they keep their eyes focused on what they're doing. Next card out for them was this one. I don't know, maybe they're near a beach or they're dreaming of one. Or this is the World card, so it could mean success is around the corner as well. It's kind of cool. The hat's being blown away, but she doesn't seem too bothered by it. She's in a good place. Yep. And next card out for energy of your person was quite interesting, because if you notice, there's another person watching. So it doesn't look like anyone has any privacy in this situation. But that one was 8 of Swords, which is in traditional tarot would mean trapped. I didn't read what that one means. Let's see what this one says. 8 of Swords in this tarot sexual magic. It says, oh my gosh, little booklet you cannot see. I cannot see. I should speak for myself only, huh? All right. All right, this may not work. Oh, all right, I found it. Oh, wow. All right, I just want to know what it says in the book. Swords, 8 of Swords, scratching, magic of the green cloth. I didn't even notice the green cloth. All right. Green free sensuality allows the body to guide the spirit before the mind can guide the body. You cannot teach the flesh if it is not willing to learn from you. All right, that's interesting. I would never have guessed that's what that card meant. Okay, so moving on, the energies you both share at this moment in time was Child of Boons, which would be Page of Pentacles. There's a young person, young energy, maybe not necessarily young in age, but young in spirit, and they are moving slow. And this particular deck, he's debating on whether he should eat the candy from this beautiful gingerbread house he found in the forest. It doesn't look like anyone's watching, so I think he might. We don't know. This is energy you both share. But you know what's funny? I just said that I don't think anyone's watching, right? And then we had those 2 cards that in each one of your energies where there's people watching. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, so that was the first card art. And then you're both in the same complementary energy. I thought this was so cool. Even though it's a different deck, you get the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So you're both sitting in your power, maybe analytical, powerful. Well, I just said sitting in your power, but that's what I'm looking when I see this. There's a sharpness with the Queen and King of Swords. And next card out, energies you both share. I'm just gonna read the picture. The picture, I think you might like the same things. All right, next. Okay, so I don't know if you've already met your person, okay? Because I'm reading this as a love reading, people looking for love. So the place where you'll meet them, if you have not met your person, some cards came out. I pulled from different decks on this one. And I have never read this card this way. But when I looked at the card, oh my gosh, and numbers jumped out. Like I see 10 and I see 35. And so I have never seen that before when I saw the Jello mold. I don't even know if you can see it. 35 is right. There's a 3 and a 5 and there's a 10. So it reminded me of, you know what? You might meet your person in the 10th month, which would be October. There might be something significant with 35. I mean, that's just right there. It's 3 and 5. So you might even meet them in the 8th month, 3 plus 5, or, you know, you're 35, I don't know. Take it how it applies to your situation. I also saw graffiti. So, you know, you might meet in a place where like downtown or an area where there's graffiti or art on the murals on the buildings. Also, I pulled out next card was a garden. So the possibility of meeting in a garden-like setting is always nice. We're always in a good mood when we're surrounded by flowers. That's a possibility. And where you might meet your person. Oh, this one came out, the Chariot. Which way do you go? Left or right? You know what? You're just gonna have to follow your heart on that one to go to the garden. Find where the garden is. And where you might meet your person also, this card came out, might meet them at the ocean. There's a beach in this picture, a beautiful pearl hiding. So it's a hidden knowledge. Maybe this card says hidden knowledge. So maybe you just don't know. Could be any of those places, right? You're just gonna have to go with it. All right, so your strengths and your person's weaknesses in this situation. So because these cards came out, I almost feel like you might know this person because I normally don't get, well, you never know what cards you're getting. You're just reading the story, right? All right, so first card out for you and your person, strengths and weaknesses. This card, the enemies. These two are dual and opposing forces with they're equal forces. So it's conflict. They don't know how to do conflict resolution. They're fighting. This is called the enemies. So they have yet to learn that working together accomplishes much more than fighting. And behind the fighting is the ruins. So something out of this kind of energy, something caused something to end. So I'm going to read that because this is in the ruins. This means you just got to pick up the bricks and start over. Yeah, so what I pulled next was the solution. Like how to get out of that. We know opposite, right, of the problem, for good or bad. And this situation was there needs to be some enthusiasm, excitement, and warmth. So I look at that card, like I see the moon. We just had a full moon in Aquarius last night. I feel like it just means going and getting in touch with the areas of illumination that we haven't looked at, maybe seeing it from a different perspective. And then the thing with this card next out, as far as the challenges, what you and this person brings to the table, was 3 of Fire. It's artistic. This card is artistic. These people build something. You can go up or down the, I always want to say stairs, but it could be a ladder. You can hire ideals, artistic projects, things that just, there's a necklace, there's birds descending down. And this is really just a beautiful, beautiful card of working together. And people who get this card are usually blessed and enlightened, or they have, like, they're gifted in some way. So you guys have that working for or against you and your energies. And I'm not gonna like read and say this is you, this is them, because I honestly don't know. Just telling you what the cards are. All right, so advice, that was also the advice, which I didn't expect it to come out with that because it just did, the way the cards laid on the thing. I'm like, whoa, this is telling me a story here. All right, so challenge and what you guys look like. So this question I asked was, what would the two of you look like energetically? And I pulled from, actually, I believe this card came out first. So energetically, I see a fiery, oh, beautiful starfish. So there's some earth. You guys will have some earth in your chart, some water, some fire. But it says safe passage. But when I was looking for the visual of what you would look like, next card out was 5 of Pentacles. This card says worry. But when I put it up with the next card that came out, what you guys' energy would look like is pink, love, caring, and compassion. So I see it differently. I know it says worry, but look. Energetically, what you would look like together, if you come together with this person, your person, is there's 2 stars. And there's a beautiful pink, loving, compassionate, love, caring rose. So maybe one person looks like this energetically. You never know. And the other looks like the star. It's cool. I just saw it that way. Okay, so advice, more advice. This is where I pulled the advice because this was additional advice I didn't expect was going to come out. Oh, my hair is messed up. All right, so, all right. Advice for your situation. First card out, you got Judgment twice. But this is a different Judgment. This one is the Housewives Tarot. It's really cool. I like it, 50s style. And it's Judgment about like putting down the things you're carrying unnecessarily. It could be beliefs about your weight. things. It's about taking personal responsibility and accepting your flaws and loving them, as well as changing some things maybe that need to be looked at in the judgment. Honest truth. And it's also like, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, look at your accomplishments and stop judging the scale, because that's more important. It's like self-esteem. That's what it is. It's about getting in touch with your self-esteem in this card. You're not just a piece of meat, okay? All right, and then the advice, the next thing came out was this. Another rose. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is a frequency that I want to hear all the time. May not be good, but hey, look at that. Enchanted. So your advice is to just, put down the judgment and just look at everything for what it is. And you may, you have a choice. You have a choice of how you look at it. You can look at it this way, or you can look at it like this. It's up to you. All right, and the next card in the advice was really perfect. It says, well, first of all, this was the card. This is the picture. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose in the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be realized. Yes, a blessing. Outcome. All right, this is where we are. We're at the outcome now. And this was interesting. I honestly don't know what the Tower reversed in this deck means, so I think I might have to look this up if it's okay with you. But first of all, it came out, wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. This is the outcome. You have to wait. You have no choice. The ascent. This is what it's going to be once you reach your goal of where you want to go, and you, hopefully in your relationship with your person, it's like you both did this. And maybe that's an energy that attracts you to each other, is that you ascended. All right, so that's very positive. There was a King of Cups that wants to be seen. This is a beautiful card. It represents, I think this one is sun sign Scorpio, but King of Cups in traditional represents the water signs. And then pleasure, Six of Cups. This is so much fun. It's like playing together like children. It says pleasure. So you're just like innocent and having so much fun. A lot of times it can indicate in the regular tarot a past person, someone you've known before, whether it's in other lifetimes or what, That's what that card stands for. And you got, this is an outcome. This beautiful keys, something precious, I'm sure. It says it's unlocked. Ooh, your treasure. All right, I didn't read it that way before, but I see it now. Okay, so the Tower reverse. Let's see what this is as an outcome, because the Tower, when it's not reversed, means lightning bolt, like out of nowhere, like change, right? The Tower. This is linked with Mars, associated with healing. This one is little. All right, linked with Mars, associated with healing, renewal and destruction of old forms. If we do not release ourselves, the pressure will mount until something erupts. The Tower indicates misleading speech, chaos, or opening the eyes. Ooh, I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't see that. Ooh, that's why I had to read it. Look, do you see the Eye of Horus? The Eye of Horus evokes the Egyptian god of perception, realization, and clairvoyance. Oh yeah, somebody may be clairvoyant in this equation. Take it how it was. The Hebrew character pi is a symbol of the mouth and represents communication. So I know what this means. Oh my gosh. Okay, going with this other card here. The conflict and ruin. Perhaps you did have an interaction with somebody and it was very not nice. Maybe because you're both opposites or something. But this represents communication. So I feel like as an outcome, you made it through this conflict of some kind using this orange frequency, balancing out your chakra, your orange chakra. I think it's the second one, which is your, it represents your pleasure. It represents your, your sexuality, your creativity. Oh my gosh, yes. That makes sense. This is a creative card. So this is what you guys share. You guys share that. You share a creative spirit in some way. And Leo's, fire signs, I say Leo because I'm a Leo, but fire signs are very out there. Some people, not everyone likes fire signs, but I do. Okay, so the Tower. So you guys' outcome is you overcame whatever this was, the conflict within the situation. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one last card. I'm about 20 minutes in and I try not to go further than that. I just know most people don't have time. I hope you stayed the whole way. I really do. So we're gonna just get some advice on what you should focus on today until you meet your person. Remember, it says you're in the judgment. You're looking at a truth about yourself or someone else, a situation. You have the Emperor. Your person is in the world success. You both share the same. You're like a complement with the King of Swords and Queen of Swords. There's some candy that wants to be eaten off of the gingerbread house. Will you do it? No one's looking. I don't know. If it's just candy, it can't hurt, but what if there's a witch inside? Are you willing to go there? But I think the synergy you both share is you both, you know, like that. Okay, so so we got that. The judgment, the advice was to set aside judgment and just like appreciate yourself, self-esteem, worth. You might meet at the beach, at a garden. You don't know yet. The Chariot's a good one though. It's guiding you. You're gonna let this Chariot, you're gonna figure it out. And you're not alone. Look at you. You got your little kitty cat in there with you. All right, and or it could be someplace within the 10th month, the 6th month, 3 or 5. Take it how you think it is. I don't know. It's confusing. That's a lot of numbers. Or there's 35. It's significant. All right. Oh my gosh. I hope my dog is not loud in the background. She's so busy. Okay. So advice for this moment in time, what you should focus on, the person watching this video, is, oh, well, that's nice. Okay. Bottom of the deck, look in the mirror and choreograph. Whoa, what does choreograph mean? Well, I know what it means when you're dancing, but what does it mean? Oh, here we go, excuse me. It fell on the floor. Number 12. 12, 12. All right, where are you? Oh, okay. It says you are a creative alchemist of divine destiny. And the time is right to build precise, solid structure that will amplify your talents, capabilities, and opportunities in this world. For instance, are you carrying any outworn, limiting, or self-defeating beliefs or thoughts? Let go of anything that may be a faulty foundation for the structure of your life to be built upon. All right, so you have a key. You got the key there to unlock what it is you need to ascend. Limiting beliefs, let them go, those kind of things. And let's look in the mirror. I feel like that one's self-explanatory, but I just, I have a new deck here and I want to know what they mean. So as I'm learning, I hope you have a little bit of patience. Look deeply at the situation at hand. It is not coming from outside of you. You have brought it forth as a mirror of some aspect of your soul. Knowing this, how can you shift and in a way that is most empowering to you and that brings about the best possible, well, I can't read. I can speak. The best popsicle. The best possible outcome for all concerned. Embody the message of this card by looking into a mirror and expressing love. Ooh, look at this picture. Oh, I like it. Oh, it's so cosmic. All right. Whoa. It says, even if you feel silly or awkward, touch your heart. Look deeply into your eyes and say, I love you. And you repeat it. It says repeat, going back and forth between your heart and your forehead. Okay, I love you. All right. Take note of any painful thoughts or feelings that come up, it says. With immense respect for yourself and everyone concerned, become more conscious of your role in this situation. Align yourself with the truth of your essence as love. Connect with your heart's deepest longing to embody, serve, see, and be loved. Once you do this, everything will immediately change for the better. Oh yeah, let's do that. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. If it did in any way, please like, share, or subscribe. I'll see you again. Adios.